What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video we'll be looking at Skylords Reborn, and I'll be doing a weekend series on the new campaign maps that have been released by the Skylords Reborn team just like a week ago. And I'll be playing the maps Unexpected Visitors on Advanced and also Into the Jungle in Advanced. That would be in a few days time for that video. And this replay will be the first time that I complete the map. I'll be playing the map not on solo, but in the future I will be releasing a video where I'll complete the map on solo. Hopefully I'm able to finish the map on expert as well on solo. But for now it's a 2-player game on Unexpected Visitors with Metagross, with GM Metagross. For this replay I'll be playing a Shadow deck. I'm still experimenting with the Shadow deck, but it didn't really work out for the Shadow deck, so Metagross kind of covered some of the defenses for me with his Nature deck, and I'll be explaining how the map works and how do you achieve victory for this map. There are two positions, player 1 and player 2, and the only difference for the positions is the enemies that you'll be facing at the start. After the beginning, the enemies will be the same. So at the beginning there will be Ice Guardians if you are playing player 2, and Mountaineer, but if you are playing for player 1 position, you'll be receiving the Ice Fang Reptile and the War Eagle. So when you're playing the player 1 position, just take note that you have a flying unit up at the beginning, so have some archers, have some anti-air ready at the start. And how you trigger the enemies from attacking is when you move your army forward. Similar to how our PvE works, the camp spawn when you kind of like see the enemy camp. So yes, let's take a look at Metagross. Is going with Mana Wing, Wind Reverse and Dryad. And the difficult thing about this player 2 position is the Mountaineer with the Ice Shields and also of course the Ice Guardians. And for me, what I do is to have my Skeleton Warriors to move forward first, to have the War Eagle do its like Screech attack, but unfortunately my Skeleton Warriors died earlier before it could finish its Screech attack. That's why you see like a double Screech attack from the War Eagle. So I'll slowly run to get the Power Well. And once you reach close to the Power Well, there will be enemy units that will spawn, a mini Cordridge and a Tremor. So this is the Dredgeling, and the other side is the same as well, Dredgeling and the Tremor. So once you kill off the units, you get Power Well. Yep, let's take a look. Yeah, so basically what I did here was to activate the Unholy Armor from the Skeleton Warrior so that it kind of like takes a lot lesser damage and tanks the army for me. So they won't target my Forsaker and my Snapjaws. Right, so once this base is clear, there will be another unit that spawns here. And yeah, basically whenever it is able to, you just use the Ground Slam. So that's quite difficult, but yeah, it is what it is. So we have our tier 2, and what you want to do is to immediately run to defend this area because the attacks from the Lost Souls are pretty strong. So you just want to quickly reach there. And for advanced, the timer that starts is at the 5-minute mark. It will start the night attack at 5-minute mark. The night attack will start. I mean the new objective will start. The night attack will start about 4 minutes later, which is the strong attacks from the Lost Soul will come and attack the Amii base. So yeah, that's a problem there, and you want to quickly destroy this base or just rush to the wall or the fortress. So let's just speed things up. Because we have 2 players, we can just kind of like take down the Lost Soul camp much more easily. And if you are a single player, usually you just quickly rush to defend the base because this will take up quite a bit of time. Yep, so if you got time, you can destroy the enemy base here and then rush to defend your base. But if you don't have time, quickly rush over to the fortress, and once you reach the fortress, you'll gain control of the units. So for the defense, what I can do is to build towers right at the side, the corner, and even like behind the walls. So there are some space to build your towers right at the corner, like as shown Metagross building his living tower right there. The first attack would be considerably strong, but your enemy base is able to hold out the first attack with a little bit of help from you, of course, for advanced difficulty. For the expert difficulty, the first knight attack would be very, very strong, and you will have to defend both sides of the wall. If not, you will be kind of doomed. Yep, so this is the attack, the Lost Souls attack. So for every nightfall, you have to defend your base against two armies, the identical army for the knight. So basically the same army times 2. This is the second one. So yep, every knight will have 2 waves of enemy units, the same exact waves. So what I did was to have my time vortex, very, very strong tier 2 shadow tower, while Metagross utilizes his root network. Alright, once night ends, you are able to unlock another objective, which is to rescue or obtain the enemy power shrine. And by freeing the units, or by enabling this enclave, by destroying all these lost soul units, you are able to set up your enemy monuments. And this is not the enemy monuments that are nerfed. This is an old legacy enemy monument, which will give you an additional orb, so it works like an actual monument. So usually after this, what you will do is to use the teleporter here, like activate it using this like teleporter activator, and it will teleport you here, and you basically have to destroy the base. Once done, you gain access to this area. However, you also have to defend this north area, because once night falls, the Lost Souls will come and attack the northern enclave too. So yeah, you get 1 additional orb here, but you have 1 more place to worry about to defend. So yeah, let's just take a look at how we clear this base. So this is how you get your tier 3, but if you don't know where are your other monuments, there's a monument here right under this Lost Banestone. Once you destroy it, you'll be revealed that there's a monument there. And another monument is over here where the Frost units are. The last monument is over here where the Lost Souls units are. I'm not very sure if there are any like hidden monuments, but that's pretty much all the monuments that I know are at. Yeah, so this is just additional power wells from defended by the Frost units. And yeah, once you destroy the base, you gain access to the northern enclave, and you also gain access for the Amii monument. So before the second wave of the night attack begins, there will be this like Ritualist that will start coming, and they'll move to this center area where you can see this like weird symbol. That's where the Ritualist will form and perform a ritual. And once they kind of like perform long enough, or you do not kill them, there will be like some Lost Soul unit that will spawn right in front of your walls continuously until you get rid of the Ritualist. So the Lost Ritualist is a unit that you must kill and prevent them from doing their ritual. Yeah, so the next night begins, and of course you have to quickly kill off the Lost Ritualist. And the second wave is where many people I assume would fail, because the waves are pretty strong. As you can see, Lost Gregory, Lost Vigil, a lot of pretty strong units right there. And remember that there's 2 waves of this, so this is just the first wave, and there's the second wave that you must defend. So let's take a look at Metagross defense. He has a root network with the Razor Leaf, and he destroyed the living towers for void power. My defense, the same time vortex, because I wanted to try a test out defense method, but later you see that it kind of fails because I also didn't activate some of my spells to sort of like taunt my unit. And what I do is to have my Knight of Chaos here. Basically what the purple one does is that when you activate its ability, it's similar to like an Amok, where you kind of confuse the enemies and they don't really know who are the enemy units. But the thing is that you have to use your ability immediately, because if it comes in range with the Lost Gregory will activate its ability, which is Attraction, something like a taunt, so you are unable to control your Knight of Chaos. And as you can see, the Lost Vigil is really strong, destroying my towers right there, and my base is half destroyed, and the second wave isn't even here right now. It's coming soon. The top is the Lost Gregory and the bottom is the Lost Warlock, which are very strong Lost Soul units, but Metagross is of course defending very well. So let's fast forward. And as you can see, this one I will activate the ability late, that's why there's no effect on the enemy units. The Lost Souls are not confused, which means that my defenses will take a lot more damage. And yep, Metagross helping me with the Curse of Oink. Let's fast forward until the night ends. Doing pretty well with his Resilief. But again, I'm saving power, as you can see, 1000 power to try to test out some defenses and not focusing a lot of my defenses right at the walls. Of course, you can also destroy the enemy units and build your second wall here to defend against the Lost Soul units. And what I'm going to do now is to get my tier 3 and start building up my defenses right here in the middle. But it's kind of not of a good idea because you don't have the walls to stop the enemy units from attacking your towers first. So let's just fast forward and see what I do. In meanwhile, Metagross will be taking the power wells and the monuments right here. So he'll be clearing the area. And what I'll be doing is to have Time Vortex plus Stone of Torment combo and the Necro Blaster. So why these buildings is that Time Vortex is a really strong building on its own, and also to help kill off some units in order for the Necro Blaster to obtain some corpse, because Necro Blaster needs corpse to attack. And of course the Stone of Torment. The Stone of Torment is used to disrupt the enemy units from attacking your towers, because sometimes they need time to attack and then they get teleported to another Stone of Torment and their attack cooldown kind of like resets, so, or attack animation, so you kind of like defend your tower because the enemy won't land as much hits on your tower. As you can see, Metagross destroying the Frost units. Yep, so nothing much to see, but the main thing is that for this night attack there's the Lost Hawk, and it's a really strong 20,000 health Lost Souls Juggernaut, which can use Stampede to destroy the wall. So there will be one Lost Hawk for each wall, and as you can see there's Leader's Immunity, so no looting spells will stop the Lost Hawk. And yeah, as you can see, the Storm of Torment is working, but the issue is that I forgot to activate the Frenetic Assault, which is a very important spell to cast to help me not have my towers get attacked. And I think if I were to activate my Frenetic Assault, my defense would kind of work, honestly, to be honest, because as you can see, yeah, my tower is just taking full force. If they are being confused with Frenetic Assault, the enemy units won't be attacking my towers. So that is one strategy that you can consider taking. Yep, the Lost Hawk. Metagross is doing well with the Lost Hawk. And the second wave, which will ultimately destroy my base. I would think that my strategy would work until the second wave with Frenetic Assault, but I'm not sure if they can defend the next night attack. So how you attain victory is when this Portal Charge objective reaches 0, which is about the 35th minute mark of the game. It's quite a long game for this campaign map. Yeah, my defense is totally destroyed and I will need some help with my defense because I totally forgot to repair my wall after the Lost Hawk got killed. And yep, I didn't show you, but there's the northern enclave is attacked by the Lost Soul as well. The main thing is to defend your main fortress, because if the Lost Soul reaches this area, you will lose the game immediately. Yep, the Lost Horror is quite a pain. Yeah, almost kind of defend my base. Almost there, very close. Only the extra large units are quite a pain. Alright, doing well. Let's just fast forward. The next night attack would be the last night attack, and it's going to be the toughest one that you'll be experiencing for the advanced difficulty. Now that we have this timer that before the night begins, you have to build the ultimate defense so that you are able to defend against the last night attack. And also, I didn't know about the Amii monuments here, so I built my so when the enemy units attack my tower here, I was only at tier 3, where I could have been at tier 4. That would have made a difference as well. And this is, you shouldn't attack the Lost Souls. And this part is redundant. You should just save your units to defend the base, because there's no point attacking the Lost Souls. And of course, because this is my first time completing this map with Metagross, we have no idea what we're doing, and this is completely unnecessary to destroy the Lost Souls camp. You just want to have to put in all your power in your defenses, which I obviously did not, so that is a very huge problem on the next night attack, which will probably be kind of like dead unless I got Metagross help. Yeah, you have to destroy the Lost Ritualist, because it will summon the Lost Advocator, really strong. Later you will see what unit it will spawn. It's very deadly, and just make sure to focus on killing these Lost Ritualists. There's a Lost Hawk again that will spawn again. So yeah, there's a lot of defense here. It's defending a base on the next level. Yeah, the ritual is complete, so yes, it will summon the Lost General at the walls, which is quite a strong unit, and they'll continuously spawn. Just really difficult, so make sure to just kill off the Lost Ritualist, which we are kind of doing right now. And yeah, there's no way you can defend against these Lost Generals plus the night attack wave. And the last one is the strongest one. We have the Unholy Preacher. It's a leader's immunity unit. The Lost Spirit Ship, Lost Gregory, Lost Warlord, all the tier 4 Lost Souls units is right out there to kill you for the last night. So it's gonna be a tough one. There's about 3 minutes plus to defend. So yep, it's gonna be a really hard one. And you'll see that we kind of struggle. And of course, if you know this map, you got a perfect deck for this. It wouldn't be too difficult at all. I think you can kind of like nail this on advanced, but for expert, you really have to have a good deck and strategy. I hope this gives you a glimpse of what this campaign map is about, where the monuments are, what kind of units will spawn for each walls, because the north and the south wall have different units that will be attacking it. So you have to really know what units you'll be facing, and hopefully get some like countering cards that counter the Lost Soul units. Yeah, and this is probably the last wave that we have to beat. But obviously you can see there is nothing much left to my defenses. I can only delay the attack, and of course Frantic Assault to delay the Lost Souls. About a minute left. We're gonna finish this game very soon. And yeah, we just barely made it for this advanced difficulty map with some ordinary decks that we made. So yeah, this is pretty much how the map goes. 1 minute left until we win. And yep, this is the top area also gets pretty strong attacks, so you have to have just prepare really good defenses right around. With the portal charge reaching 0, we would win the game. And if you enjoy my video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be releasing the next new campaign map on Sunday, so do check it out. And I hope you guys get to finish this map on advance and add to the prize pool. There's the Amii trial event that is going on right now, and the more players join the event, the prize pool will get larger. So yes, do join the event, and I'll see you guys again real soon for the next video.